Today on Dude Grow Show, HLVD. It's a bummer, Scotty. Why do we got to start like that?
Dude Grows is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All our content is legal and complies with YouTube community guidelines. So there.
No, let's talk about it. There was just a new report, a couple months old. The first peer-reviewed research came out about it, and it's pretty scary, man. It can be transmitted through pollen, through seeds. Well, come on, we'll talk about it, man. Let's separate facts from fiction here.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard, this is a virus that's common in humanity.
And this is a viroid, sir. It makes a virus look like the Empire State Building, man. It's the tiniest piece of RNA. It's not even DNA, is like the double helix. RNA is just like this messenger stuff. I barely understand it. Just visualize it in your head. Smoke a little bit, will you? It's the tiniest little strand of code that is just meant to attach on to something else living. And it it's a virus, just like a computer virus. This tiny little bit of code.
Yep.
Not living.
It's also going to
make it RNA.
Tissue culture discussion, which might be the solution, as well as tissue culture is getting a little bit more discussion because of the seed ban is looming.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, if you did not catch our Real DGC Live last week, for every Wednesday, guys, Real DGC Live, you can just search that on Spotify. That's our live uncensored show. It goes out every Wednesday Eve. Chad Westport was deleted involving seeds. So, I mean, the shiz is real.
Man, that sucks. I know Chad, we have each other's phone numbers. I consider him a friend, and I felt terrible. I found out yesterday, and I just texted. I didn't know what to say, man. I do know the feeling, but come on, man. We're just literally trying to teach people how to grow their own, I don't even want to say the word here, industrial hemp. And we're getting, what would you call it? Corporate blocked? Yes, sir.
Sorry, there you go. Just since it's new, Grambo pulled up. He has the 8th episode 1 there. Scroll down of the Real DGC Live, rocking over there, guys. So check it out. And the reason we're doing that is Spotify lets us be ourselves. We can be ourselves.
It's a pretty wide open show. It's pretty much the show we were doing as far as the, was it the after show? Whatever we were calling it, the live show. And we're doing the same show. Just Spotify's always been cool. So respect, man. Thank you. Don't jinx it, Grambo. Is there wood? Then I got wood. Not no wood.
Before we hop into the show here, I want to tell you guys to visit realdgc.com/deals. Anybody can go over there, access the coupon codes for people that support this community. Gear we use, whether it's Real Growers, AC, Ifinity, shout out Canatrol, Vivipacks, all this stuff is vouched for by the DGC. That's how we do it. So go save some money. Vote with your dollars. realdgc.com/deals, baby.
Yeah, I'm looking around for that Vivipack. Hang on, the Vivipack looks out of reach, but works great in a big jar or a bucket. Banner stole my big one, though.
Bucket. Please, bucket. They saw that you have a bucket, and they're like, we're getting dude buckets. So, like, I got some of the Sea Vault rocking, and yeah, we'll get more into it later, but they're Vivicure packs.
Do they make, I probably need like a 10-gallon size. Do they make one that's similar to a garbage? No, I'm just kidding. I'm about to harvest, though, man. I'm kind of psyched. Allegedly, 6 plants of hemp, man. Should look good. Hey, realdgc.com. I've been posting over there, man. Check it out and say nice things, will ya?
You got it. You got it. V is on the deals page, guys. Code DudeGrows10 for them. Pick up all their packs and their gear. Let's do grow talk. I always like to start off with my street cred. Quick update on our grows. I'm about to harvest 1 plant out of my room, and what that means, 2 more are coming in, and I'm going to be on somewhat of a perpetual game plan where I'm only harvesting 2 plants at a time. Scotty, I was working in the grow the other day, and I just, 1 plant, what I call a dude schwazen. I can't do it like Red Weasel style where you take so much off, but I took quite a bit off, and it took me like 45 minutes to do it, really artistically on 1 plant. I'm like, dude, what? Is that way too long?
Yes, I can do my 8 plants. I mean, 6 legal plants of hemp in 45 minutes, man. It takes me about 5. All right, hang on. Chat. Comments, man. How long does it take you to Schwazie a plant? I've got big plants with multiple colas, and
these are 5 gals, and I probably had 20 colas on each one. So I mean, they're a little bit bigger. Plus, I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't always go into the grow if it's later at night, I had a busy day. It's like, shit, man, I got to schwazz 10 plants. This is going to take me whatever, however many hours. 45 minutes is too long on one plant, but I'm sitting there loving it. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time. I only got to do this one. I'm liking that in perpetual. Now, when I got harvest coming, I'll be harvesting 2 plants. It's so much more relaxing for me than trim jail. I'm in trim jail, so I'm really starting to enjoy this.
I bust your chops about it, but I just did a video on my Scotty Real 420 channel about things to know when you're picking up a grow tent. The first thing is, how much weed do you need? You know, you might be able to get away with a couple 2x4s or a 2x4, one 2x4 if you just smoke a little bit and you want to do autos. But yeah, I think that I'm sitting there goofing because I, get buckets of weed out of that thing. I do it because I have to experiment. I have to learn. I got to use different rates of grow dots and with lime and without lime, with wolves tonight and without it. But silica, do an experiment with that. But yeah.
That's why my bloom room is only running 2 lights out of 6. I don't need all that, Yeah. And it is nice to have the space in there. I can go in there and chill out with them. I can hang out. So I dig. Anything, what's new in your grow? Something fresh, Scotty? Everything's looking good?
Yeah, everything's looking good. I'm about to harvest. So I'm kind of just looking. I don't know. Do you start scoping trichomes? I got 7 more days or 8 more days as the calendar goes. I will say I keep on proving my point, man. I have plants that I add additional grow dots to in the beginning of flowering. Like I said, I do all this for experiments. So when people call me up, I have some experience with maybe, hopefully most things that people have done. And that whole senescence thing is something that I've learned about by doing. These plants naturally senesce. At the end of their life cycle, they stop taking up nutrient and they start ripening. And I've seen it over and over again. Nitrogen is one of the most available nutrients there is. It's super plant available and it stops uptaking it. No matter how late I've put grow dots, which are slow release nitrogen for a long while, and they still turn purple. So
to each their own. This is where I say everybody has their own grow styles. Even Colorado Chris, I forgot his base nutrients, but he feeds to the end. I use Can A and B. I am in the flushed, what I call a flush, plain water. I'm plain water and I water every day, probably the last 10 days. And I do not see a discernible, to me, I feel like I don't need to keep using my nutrients. The nutrients is in the plant. It's an inert root zone. It's straight can of cocoa. So there's not a lot of nutrient in that other than what I'm feeding it. So the flush should start to happen quick, like hydroponically, not as quick as hydroponics. You can see a leaf fade within the light cycle with hydro sometimes. But I like to go to the plain water. It's my connoisseur flush.
Grambo. Kristen's grandmother, my wife's grandmother, is 100 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, we should. That's 100, man. 100 days. We should stop. Last 10, we should stop feeding her, right?
We should get her on the show.
Yes.
We should just stop feeding her, man. What's the lack of food going to do for something? Nah, I do understand what you're saying because it's senescing. It's not really doing much except maybe reorganizing the sugars that it already has. That's what we just talked about. Nobody can hear that, dude. It's all good. But the plant's just not uptaking. It's not sending the signals down. It's not uptaking. It's dying and it's trying to do whatever it can to push those last secondary metabolites out.
All right, let's get into this HLVD. This was inspired by Gringo That Grows over on RealDVC.com, made a post. He bought some clones from a Cali dispo and he was kind of freaking out. I don't know, what if they're not doing so good? I'm a newer grower. What if they have that? And he called them. And they just said to him, hey, as far as HLVD, the state of California does not require testing. So we are not obliged to. No, it ain't I don't know. This is going to be something you guys got to keep your eye on because a lot of clone businesses are starting up. Once the seed ban happens, there's going to be a lot more clones available online. So let's go.
How many? They did a survey in California. I think it was self-reported, but they called up commercial grow operators and said, hey, have you dealt with HLVD in your grow? I think it was in the past year. And they go, yeah, 9 out of 10 people, 90% said they are dealing with it or have dealt with it. That's insane. Okay. HLVD. That's insane. That's rampant, man.
I mean, yes, I've never, this is one of those weird things because how do you know if you're dealing with it? Why don't you get into that? I know you did a deep dive into this, Scotty. That's one of those things that sucks. Is that with a latent word? Is that what that means? Even it can, maybe you're I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, it can hang out. That's the problem. Is they found out, by the way, this is, let me get it, transmission, spread, longevity, and management of hop latent viroid affecting cannabis plants in North America by Dr. Zamir Punja. It can't be. Dr. Grambo, look at that. Dr. Samir Punja Plants? That'd be awesome, man. I hope your last name's Plants, man.
But the latent part I see here, I mean, often, I'm reading from your notes, often invisible. Symptoms mimic deficiencies or weak genetics. That is annoying. Imagine dealing with this the whole grow and simply you're doing stuff right and you're thinking you're chasing bad nutrients or some other problem. And it was simply something you did not know you have it.
They always talk about genetic decline, right? I think that's hop latent viroid, man. I don't think the genetics don't decline. You know, they keep on duplicating. What happens is if it gets one of those viruses that attaches to it, that's going to, that will certainly affect it, right? And then it's latent, so it can just chill there for a long time until it decides that it wants to show itself.
That's creepy, man. What's the conspiracy theory? Who did this to us, Scotty?
Nature is evil, man. All right. It's wonderful, but it also can be, I shouldn't even say evil. Grambo, edit that. Nature's amazing.
Those conspiracies are out there. So if you're inclined to look for them, people have thoughts.
Oh, shoot.
They have thoughts.
No, but aren't there certain varieties that are HLVD resistant or absolutely not resistant, but not?
I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah, I have here. I mean, there was one recently, and this is per my research, scientists at Medicinal Genomics, who I believe is a business that does quite a bit of research in this area, they discovered one strain that's been shown to partially resist the effects of HLVD, Jamaican lion, a sativa with landrace genetics. It's not fully resistant, but it offers a sliver of hope, Scotty. Now, that's interesting that it has landrace in it because we've talked about going back and backing up when you want to clean stuff up or like start with something that is not as susceptible or, something that's been played out like cookies or whatever. Getting your hands on land races is a way to go.
Well, think about landrace, man. We haven't, they've been naturally adapted for thousands or how many thousands of years or tens of thousands. So maybe in that time it had to experience or had, run into HLVD or something like it. So it built up natural resistance to it. Now, when we take that after 30 years of breeding, we bred that out. Could be, man.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, my solution to this back in the day is like, this is why I like seeds. Seeds are good to go, but I see your seeds, HLVD can be detected in seeds. Infected seeds produce infected seedlings. And when both parents were infected, go figure, transmission reached up to 100% in the study.
Yeah.
So
that's a bummer. And then think about just if you have one, and what if it's latent? So now I'm a breeder and I've got my original G13 cut. And meanwhile, it got HLVD or it's had it for however long. It just hasn't shown itself yet. I use that to breed with. Maybe I use it to breed with a reverse, or whatever. And another of the same plant or the plant that I just infected as well now. And you have 100% chance of seeds being affected.
Yeah, that latent part keeps tripping me out because I was also reading that it gets more aggressive. HLVD is more likely to get aggressive with the symptoms when you enter the flowering light cycle. It's like, oh, great. Did all this work to get here? Wasn't sure what the problem was. So let's talk about not dealing with this. One way, testing is accessible to anybody these days.
Yes.
Shout out to Farmer Freeman. Just search Farmer Freeman, his testing kits.
Show that, Grambo. This guy is super cool. Anytime this company, you vote with your dollars. Anytime I have a question, I can hit him up and he's always right back with great information, man. So yeah, this thing's cool as hell.
And he has sex testing kits, which are nice as well, affordable. But get your stuff tested. And at the start of this conversation was with Gringo That Grows. And man, I wouldn't buy any clones. If you're in the clone business or going to get into the clone business, you have to have your donor plants tested. 100%. You're going to get a bad name quick. And you want to see that testing. You want it to come with your clone and make sure you're good to go. It's not hard for even a hobbyist business or grower to do.
Dude, what is the advice we give about if you don't want HLVD, if you don't want any of these things, start from seed. If you start from seed, you're starting clean, and that's not even true anymore, man. What are they doing to our seeds?
It's by starting by seed, you're in a better situation. I think it's not mostly true. Sure, it can happen, but I would say starting from seed is not as likely as coming in clone form.
Nah, it doesn't. No, it has to do with whether the mother plants had it and it could have been completely latent. The only way you're not getting it from seed is if both those parents, and it's called a PCR test. I think it's the same test that from the thing we don't mention anymore, man. But yeah, it's the same type of test. And I mean, you need that or else you don't know if you have it, man. And if one of those parents or both of them is infected, dude, it's this tiny little piece of code that hangs on.
Viroid.
It doesn't even have a protein sheath, man.
Well, best practices, they can spread via scissors, pollen, sap.
Wait, stop right there, man. Scissors. That's what it comes from. It comes from cutting a plant that's infected, and then you're schwazing, and you schwaze one plant that's infected, or you're topping them in veg probably. Then you go right to the other one with your same scissor, and you infect the other one. It's by physical transmission. It doesn't blow in the wind and infect things. That's kind of cool.
I feel like we're talking about like health class in high school.
Hey, plants and people are pretty closely related. They are, man. We breathe each other's breath.
Durability of this thing, just fun fact I pulled here. The viroid was found to survive on gloves covered in sap for up to 5 days and in fallen leaves and root tissues for weeks. Small root tissues infected with the viroid were heated to 158 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes and still tested positive. The viroid could not be destroyed in a trial of ultraviolet sea light, which can burn human skin. And HLVD also appears resistant to other eradication treatments such as bleach, perioxatic, some acid, and other commonly used disinfectants.
No, that's not, or at least that's not what the peer-reviewed research says.
Did you read it all?
Yeah, man. No, it was, they talked about bleach and alcohol won't work, man. Alcohol like dissolves like the waxy coating on like bacteria and stuff like that. This is just a piece of RNA, just the tiniest piece of code. So you have to bleach it, man. You can either use bleach or I might have chatted this, man, but I actually know the difference between bleach and hypochlorous acid. They're both chlorine. One's got a high, bleach has a super high pH. And hypochlorous acid has like a neutral one. So yeah, both good, but hypochlorous acid won't mess up all your tools and stuff. Won't eat them all away. That's it. It's my research. Right, I did a book report last night. Okay, man. My wife was away. I had nothing to do. All right.
Get your testing done. If you're taking in genetics, if you're getting clones, it's affordable. Keep in mind how much time you spend with these plants in a life cycle, a growth cycle. If you're a breeder, 100% years longer than that. So you got to make sure you're clean. So get that testing done.
Hey, I got one more thing is that in some of the research, they talked about it being transferred, of course, through clones and through seeds. Now they figured out, but tissue culture, if you can get the root tip, come on, Grambo, say it. Just the tip. Supposedly, you can get a clean, non-infected piece of, I guess, DNA or whatever the hell you're getting, and meristem, I guess, and then grow a new plantlet from there that's not infected. So they're saying that they have been able to, I guess, clean it up's not the right word, pull a plantlet that's not infected through tissue culture. So that is something.
I'm going to burn the thing down myself. But
what if it's your great genetics that you love? And then what if, Grambo, who are you hanging out with? Jesse from Mothership, right? Dude, these guys, I have 2 tissue culture plants, man. They're iPoppy, and Mac 1. Mac 1 is a special cut. If I got a tissue culture super vibrant, I know it doesn't have HLVD. Cut a Mac 1. That's pretty awesome. I don't want to kill that thing.
No, I agree. If it's something that's irreplaceable, especially that you put, again, years into finding and producing and breeding out, and it's your last option, then I do think that is a viable right.
Grambo.
I dig it, but
These are Mac 1 scissors. Okay. They're just going on that plant, man. I'm not using them on any other plant. All right.
good idea. Label
It is.
the Mac ones.
Isn't it weird that alcohol won't do anything? You can have alcohol and just dip your scissor in it and go from plant to plant.
Well,
Still not
in
gonna do
some
anything.
scientific worlds, they actually use alcohol as like a way to save it for it like what am I looking for? Like
preservation. Or
preservation.
something?
So yeah, not only is it not killing it, sometimes it preserves it.
Wow.
Yeah, science is weird.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing you've ever seen soaking in alcohol.
Moving on. My ex.
Oh.
Give us some comments below. Have you guys ever dealt with this viroid? I hope not, man. But yeah, let us know if you've dealt with this and how you handled the situation. I'm going to do a couple shout outs here, man. One, the OG sponsor of the show. Shout out to Real Growers. Get your CL Grow Buckets. What's up? Real Buckets. Call them Grow Buckets. And Recharge, the OG product, man.
Yeah, man. It's been going really well, man. I have used just the Grow Dots this time. And dude, I have a great harvest. Man. So thank you, everybody, for the last, what has it been, 4 years? I've been constantly, that product constantly gets better, man. Don't tell anybody, but I'm always tweaking.
When I go out of town and I'm having people mix stuff up, I'm a little jealous. It's just not my complete grow style. I'm on to Canna, but it is super easy. Water only when you're away or you're in a rush or just want to focus on other shizzing to grow. I like having nutrition in the media.
Yeah. It's been a real joy, man. So I'm psyched about that. And I don't know, that's it. I'm psyched about my harvest, man. All right. Go over to realdgc.com. You'll see my purple buds coming through. And yeah, that's the Real Growers system. It's Grow Dots, recharge once a week, and those real buckets. I hook them up to a float valve hooked up to my city water. And I tell you what, nice guy Kenny has gone away for 3 weeks. Guess who's in charge of his grow? Grambo. Forgot I got to talk to you. No, seriously though, man, but it's real buckets. The AC Infinity 4x8 grow tent. They actually were nice enough to just hook me up with one of their air conditioners because gets hot in there. And I'm kind of psyched, man. So anyway, real easy system. That was the idea, is to make something simple for people like me.
Or like it.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I got.
DGC producers, you get 30% off all Real Growers products. Don't forget that. Scotty's giving some respect for support in this show. I'm going to shout a couple out here. Like associate producer, Buds McGrowan. I always want to say Buds.
Dude, I would freaking bet, Grambo. I would have bet he was going to say Buds McGrowan, man.
I was very close.
It's McGrowan. Buds McGrowan, man. God. Remember Spuds McKenzie when they would advertise beer to
100%.
8th graders?
That's the best.
Yeah, that was funny. Good stuff.
Zima.
Go 80s.
Old fart ganja farmer, producer. How you doing? Producer Smokey the Bear. What's up?
Yeah. How about Big Macker? Big Macker, 66, homie. Know what I mean?
Yes.
And Ohio, man. I heard there is a good scene in Ohio.
Yeah.
Grow scene. Yeah, we got a lot of folks over there.
Producers, thank you so much. Your $10 a month means a freaking ton to this show operating, keeping Grambo on the boards. Right now, if you go click on your Producers Only tab, there's a 5 VIP goodie bags we are hooking up over there. Just enter the Producers Only giveaways group. Yeah, these are the goodie bags for the DDC Cup. There's genetics in them. There is Sea Vault. There's all types of things that you could have only gotten if you went to the VIP party to Cup. So go over there to enter. And if you aren't a producer, man, consider coming over to the community. RealDC.com, 8,500 growers right now. Very friendly growing community. Make posts, share nugs. Check it out. RealDDC.com.
Yes.
There you
And
go,
by the way,
Grambo.
if I'm shouting out DGC, Banner is not here today, but probably because he's still working on the damn site, man. It's a labor of love for us. God, I don't know if I'd say that about this website and Banner, but he does an amazing job keeping it going. So thank you, sir.
I'll take it. What about the network, the YouTube network, Grambo? Grambo Grows. What have you been up to?
Oh, just practicing. Everyone's been so kind checking out my stuff. I'm a nerd of the actual go nuts and bolts of it. So I've been putting out more videos than usual, just trying out different things. And I'm getting worse as it's going.
Nah, but isn't it so funny? You love doing it. I love going and adding silica or Wilson, whatever the hell to my plants. We all geek out on different stuff, you know?
That's what brings us here to this point.
Yeah.
We're like the Voltron of...
Dude has wheels with different numbers of spokes in them, and he counts them.
Well, you guys both like to experiment as far as that sort of stuff. Dude's always trying different like crazy things with his the letting them senesce and everything, and we're gonna get to the bottom of that. We're gonna get to the bottom of this senescing thing. How we
look at my damn grow, man? It's been going on for.
I didn't realize that humans senesce. That's the official term for our bodies shutting down. We actually a human in the later years as we gray, we are senescing.
Man,
and I'll say we're all senescing quite well. God. So you can type in Grambo. You can check me out over there. It's in there. You'll find me.
Yeah, you just had Rasta Jeff on. That was a pretty good one. I dug it.
Yeah. He's a great guy. I had just come from my daughter's birthday party that day, and I was looking through. I was like, oh, there's another girl dad. We're a unique bunch, the stoner girl dads.
Hey, will you click one of your videos, man?
Okay,
they're good, man. Show one that's actually produced.
That sativa from the dispensary. It's
Come on, that's good shit. I'm proud of you, brother.
Yeah, I have fun with it. I watch. And I've been having fun coaching. So if you see Cortez's videos get any
what the
better.
hell is this?
That's Baby Mama.
Whoa, what was that?
Well, I said you're hoping to have a little time with Baby Mama later, but then you F up your grow. And Baby Mama, she's asleep.
I thought you were selling satin sheets, man.
Well, available at Grambo.shop.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff.
And what do you got going on over there, Scotty Real 420?
Oh, what do I have?
Well, you were wrong, apparently.
Yeah, I did. Do we talk about that one already?
Yeah.
You know what? I did talked about grow tents, man. Don't buy a grow tent until you know these three things. Who do you think wrote that? That's High C's work.
I'm just looking at your Spider-Man pajamas.
That is one hell of a screen right there. Anyway, but like I said, first thing is know how much weed you want to smoke, man, or how much weed you need every week or every day, I guess. And then the second one was perpetual, 1 tent or 2 or the combo tent. I don't know how you can, I hate to say this, but how do you grow with 1 tent? Because you can't keep genetics.
Why not? Yeah, you can take clones. And I mean, I guess, you need, once you go to the flowering light cycle, I see what you're saying. You have to have one other species of the vegetative light cycle before.
Yeah.
When people don't care, I mean, it's an adventure when you don't keep genetics, when you're popping beans and you're like, sometimes you're really excited, sometimes you're let down a little. I can see that, like kind of like a drama TV show, it's a good time.
Like, every now and again you watch one for 3 months and it sucks at the end, man. That sounds great, man. I don't know. You know what? I will shout out the AC Ifinity has that 4x3. I was looking at that thing. So it's a 2x4 and then a 1x4, just big enough to throw a clone dome in and keep maybe a 3-gallon.
And have some 1-gal veggies or 2-gal veggies for sure. Yeah. Check them out. That's a 2 and 1 tents at acinfinity.com. Code Dude Grows will hook you up over there. That is an excellent way to do it. Yeah. We grows. DDC Grow Talk, guys. DDC Grow Talk. We did a video. What's that? And this was what do you do with your post-harvest? I'm guilty of having sugar in 1-gallon bags, just sitting around, being lazy, before I do anything with it. And I had a good comment here from NBZJ. Said, started making pre-rolls for the people that were always hitting me up for freebies with the trim. Like, I mean, hopefully it's, your BC buds. You can't really do pre-rolls with sugar leaf. That's
he gets it. He gets it.
He says, then I switched to throwing it all away when they stopped asking. Yes. Bought a trim tray and did 1 grow making sift hash. Now, sift hash is running your stuff over a tray, shaking it around in a certain micron and getting the right. That's basically what
screens.
You're doing with that.
Yeah, you have different size screens and let them kind of bounce on the top and the track.
So then he took that to the rosin press and was amazed by the quality of rosin I got from previous. So I didn't even think of that. So you're going to get, because you're just pressing that sift, a more pure product, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And you're turning it into, man. Hang on 1 second. Just go. You glossed over how brilliant it was that he had people constantly hitting him up for weed. So he started rolling up the leaves and giving it to him until they stopped hitting him up. It's brilliant. Oh my God.
I do like it. And since he's using, who's using the rosin press listening? Give us some comments. I'm curious about who has some good, reasonable rosin presses out there. I know you can make your own as well. We've talked about like the Nug Smasher before, but yeah, let me know. Give me some comments on that.
I seen a hand one. It was really small. I can't remember what it was, but it literally had a pad maybe 2 inches by 2 inches.
And what about Rainbow Snowflake? He feeds it to his chickens.
Right. What is a rainbow snowflake?
I don't know. Now DJ just says, buddy.
That's awesome.
Who are you featuring? Who's your featured YouTube content creator, Scotty?
Hey, man, you know what? I'm shouting out to Strange Show Matt, Strange Show 2.0. Man, he had his channel canceled, just like Chad Westport had his channel canceled, which completely sucks. And, man, so he's rebuilding again. And, dude, he's legit. I was telling you guys, I hung out with him a 710 last week. And I played that video on the live when we looked at the HPS bud and thought about it and compared it to our LED bud. But dude, he's just legit, man. He's super into the culture. He started rolling a doink. And dude, I'd bet 500. I'll bet my finger you don't know what a doink is because I didn't know it.
No, I don't. What is a doink?
Hang on now, Grambo. 50-50 on this one, man. I think Grambo might know what a doink is.
I was there for the doink conversation last week on 4th of July, and I just let it out of my brain.
You were there?
On 4th of July.
Dude, I was high, man. No, I'm just yeah, a doink is just a joint with basically rosin, something really good rolled in the center, almost like what we used to do with hash when you put a little, bit of hash in the center, Tootsie Roll a hash, and then roll a joint around it. And there's a whole fashion to it now. They've got, and I swear to God, he goes, talking to him like, you're going to roll a joint. He goes, what do you think, man? 13 or 14 millimeter? And I was just like, you're kidding, right, man? But no, because they have the little glass, like mouthpiece kind of thing that you roll in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, homie's deep into it. Felt bad. I watched him. He broke one and it slid out and broke. And he's like, dude, I got this, from this guy 8 years ago. And I've used it 300 times. And, I should have sentimentality to it, man. Your glass.
Yeah. You gotta not hold on to that with glass. Eventually, it's unless we're like one-eyed cat that has like the showpieces in his. He says he uses all of them, but yeah, glass does make me sentimental. I do get sentimental.
I showed you Kyle's stuff. Grambo, have you ever smoked out of what is it? A horn? I showed it on the Wednesday show, the live show.
The yak horn top.
The yak horn. Yeah. It was like $3,000, man. Hey, by the way, Spotify. You can see all that stuff is on Spotify, and enjoy it.
All right, I'm gonna take it to realddc.com/shop. Speeding on my desk. I was getting excited while we're doing that. This is where we have our merch. We still have DDC Cup shirts. Even if you didn't go, you can act like you went. No, we still have them up there if you guys didn't pick one. Some hoodies left. Hats are getting low for real. If you want a DDC hat, we only have a few left, and we got to get a new model made, man. Those Alpine Hemp hats are so dope.
Awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah. There's 2 variations left. We have grow journals, rolling trays, grinders. Check it all out, guys, over at realddc.com/shop. Don't forget your producers get 20% off on merch. Just go to your producers only tab. Get those benefits, baby.
Grind it, baby.
What do you got, Scotty? What's up in your feed? What's up in your algorithm?
When I put this one on at the last minute, man, dude, do me a favor, Grambo, just click this first one. Dude, have you ever wondered what it'd be like flying through the clouds? Well, it's amazing. I mean, dude, it is so cool. Like that, YouTube is so neat for this, huh? I mean,
you'll know if you want to fly through all the clouds, but some of them are okay. I think it depends on what they look like. I'm no pro.
Wow. I mean, I don't think I'd ever have the guts to jump out of an airplane, but I have always wondered what they look like in the sky. Dude, he's in a cloud. Cool.
You reminded me the last time I flew, there was the kid that got to go look in the cockpit at the end of the flight, and I asked him, can I come up and check out the cockpit? Just like,
No. How did they get that name? Just words matter. Grambo, can you cut water? All right, you can cut through the cloud. Can you cut water?
It's funny. My kid, she's 7, and she was asking, what is a cloud made of? And I was like, water. She goes, what? They're like, you ever see steam? She's like, maybe. It's like life is more complicated than you give it credit for.
Just enjoy it, all right?
I told her water. You gotta have more fun as a parent. Tell her like weed smoke. I remember my dad told me when I was a kid, I'll never forget it, that one of his coworkers' kids, they swallowed a seed. I was asking him what happens if you swallow seeds. And he's like, well, I had to plant them. He started getting roots out his feet, turned into a tree. I'm like, oh shit.
My kid's so logical. I can't joke like that. She's like, what? Like, no.
I'm not going to name her, but I had someone very close to me that was like, yeah, I heard that if you eat these mushrooms and you don't chew them up enough, it can actually grow fungus in your stomach, man. And I go, who told you that? She goes, the guy that gave me these mushrooms. If it's not Tanasi,
show me the water.
If it's not Tanasi, dude, just cool, man.
Well, I'm guessing this is some super slow-mo stuff here.
Yes, and it's cool.
Nature doesn't look real at certain frame rates.
Dude.
It looks like CGI.
Is it? That's real, right?
Yeah, 100% real. Yeah. So this is probably at like 5,000 frames per second.
Does this guy smoke weed, do you think?
Probably.
Oh, my God.
Everyone smokes weed.
Yeah, it's true. He's on edibles, man.
Yeah, so crazy. Nature, nothing looks real. Like, yeah.
Wow, what made him think of this? I'm going to whack a long water balloon.
You know how the content game is. What if your niche was I have to pop a different thing in slow motion every day? You're coming with some weird stuff.
I have a problem because I seen that 20 times and I never got past the cutting the sword.
That's all I need.
All right, check this out. Okay, I saw this. You don't even have to play it, but it says Willie Nelson spends $70,000.
He spends $70,000 a day just to survive.
All right, click it. It's a lie. It is a complete lie.
Oh,
that's just somebody made that up.
And you hear that voice. You hear that voice.
Oh yeah,
that is a good indication you're being liked.
But I mean, just it makes me. I was listening to something they were talking about that somebody went on Twitter and said that they were giving. It was so awesome. They were giving free PCR tests for COVID. It was one of these giant companies, and their stock plummeted. And then it was fake.
No,
it was just somebody saying it. It was completely fake, man. This is a fake.
Live this long, you start to look like I don't know. I thought he looked like some type of like Jim Henson creature.
What do your plants look good if you let them go too long, man? They senesce. Sorry, he's in senescence, dude.
He does look like something from like,
dude.
The movie Labyrinth. He's a character.
Hey, Grambo, did you see this? This is real.
So this is the funniest thing. So I was actually looking forward to this because here's our modern internet with AI. Is I've seen these people. I don't know what the actual thing. Oh, this is a different thing. Let's watch it.
These people got stuck on the roller coaster.
Oh, no.
Look where it got stuck. They're completely vertical.
Oh my God.
And they were there for like 4 hours. 4 hours.
It's not that bad. I've seen them stuck upside down.
Yeah, upside down is worse. All right, you one up me, man.
Yeah, I'm a wimp. I never go on these sort of things. And dear God.
Grambo, next one is, yes, I'm sorry, dude. Yes, sir.
I was just going to say they are really, I went on the Velociraptor at I forgot, Universal Studios a couple years ago. Dear God. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like it when you see the guy who's maintaining it. He's got the Zyklon shirt on.
Oh, hell, man. It's going to be all right.
I did learn that I do not need to microdose at Disney World rides. I did not need to. It's not necessary. There's enough going on.
Let's stop calling it a microdose, all right? You know, I'm dealing with this with other friends.
It was more.
When you're
350.
Yeah, when you're kind of tripping, it's kind of tripping. It's not a microdose. Grambo,
yes.
Dude, we were talking about ridiculously designed T-shirts, man. I saw this one. Just look at this. Dude, have you seen this?
I'm not.
It's against the law to keep alcohol out of the hands of youth. Supply alcohol to minors.
So you're supposed to read the outer ring first.
The outer ring,
the
it's
inner,
against-
but the human brain, we don't read like that.
It says the outer ring says it's against the law to supply alcohol to minors. Keep alcohol out of the hands of the youth. But the way it's laid out, somebody needed to think that through, right?
A little bit better.
Now it's become a meme. Now you can actually buy it. But yeah, I'm gonna believe that was real, Grambo. All right, that really happened.
This is, I believe, is probably real. That seems like something someone would F up.
Dude, did you see this yet?
Well, I was there.
I don't want to be baldest. But does this guy not look like Grambo?
He's got more hair than
I mean, holy crap. If you told me you had a twin brother who was a pilot, keep it going, man. I mean, what the, yeah. It just, dude, what is happening? If you would have told me Grambo was a pilot and this was him Monday,
He's even got the headphones on. Yeah.
I'm confused.
You gotta shave your cheek though, bro. That's like,
Dude, maybe you're a tissue culture, bro.
I suck. Sometimes I think I am.
Oh man.
Yeah, we bald beards. We have a look. Ooh. God damn it.
Yes.
I hate that you nailed it. But even I opened the format and I go, is that me?
Damn.
Was I is that why I don't feel well today? Because I was out flying all weekend?
Dude, man, I was listening. You ever listen? What's that show called, man? Freakonomics.
Yeah, dig it. Pretty cool.
Yeah. He had he went and talked to Dick Cavett, who is a really good interviewer from back in the day. He is 98. He is in full senescence. They have stopped feeding him, but he still has interesting stuff. He was just like the cool, chill guy back in the 70s and the 80s. And he said something. He goes, his wife was the best thing to ever happen to me. That's what he said. And I was just thinking, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, baby. That's his wife.
She was 40 years younger than him.
Oh, I didn't Google her, man. All right, fair enough, man. But it just made me think, what's one of the best things that has ever happened to you? I thought it'd be a cool thing to let me know in the comments. Yeah.
I am going to steal that. Next time I want to get laid, I am stealing that straight up. You're the best friend that I ever have.
Do you know what one of the best things that ever happened to me was? Meeting the dude. Meeting and becoming friends with the dude, with Brett. I'll use your birth name. Because we became friends, and then you got me to come out to Colorado. You invited me out here. That is
100%.
life-changing, And then
I love
just real quick, about 3 months after I moved here, a nice guy, Kenny, got raided with like my pickup truck in front of his house and shit. Dude, you know what a difference I would have been? I would have probably gone to jail if I was still in Florida, man. Isn't that crazy?
dodged a bullet. And I love the compliments in public. Thank you, Scotty. Comments. I made you sometimes so powerful.
You're a hell of a dude, man. A hell of a dude.
Friends don't want to see friends go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but if they do, they should shut their mouth, all right? Give them commissary, all right? You'll be getting all the good stuff, man.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you want more, don't forget, hop on over to Spotify, search Real DDC Live. You'll pick up episode 1 over there. And that is being released every Wednesday evening. So check those out. I hope you guys enjoyed, laughed. Got a good comment the other day for us, Scotty, that they say listening to Dude Grow shows like hanging out with some buddies on the couch, toking and talking, bro, laughing and having a good time. And that's my mission. So shout out. Thank you, Grambo, on the boards. Banner working hard on the site right now. And
absolutely. All right. Take her easy, all y'all.